Hey guys, I got a lot of requests for an example paper and I apologize. I forgot to post this. So I'm going to add it to today, Friday. That way you guys hopefully can look at it and I'll send a remind out in case you've already had class by the time I post this. So I apologize for that. That's my bad. But I wanted to show you this example paper for paper one. And do keep in mind that if this looks long, it is one that I have had for a couple years now, and so it is designed to meet the 800 word minimum that we usually do for the paper, but the paper that you guys have to do this first time is only 650 words, but the components are going to be the same, okay? So again, you have your header and the page number up here, and then you're going to put in your heading up here, so your first and last name, teacher, the course, and the date. You're going to have your title, and this is what it's going to look like when you have your outline. Okay, so this is what the filled in outline looks like. You can leave it where it says hook and then just fill it in. I've had people delete this and just write the ABC. It does not matter to me, but you are going to actually put your hook, your bridge, and your thesis. Okay, and notice that I'm not writing full paragraphs here. It's just kind of the information that I want to place. Okay, my thesis is going to be on my problem. Now my example paper is on the idea of water scarcity. And so my thesis is pretty general. Water scarcity is a problem that affects many people worldwide. And so that's what I'm going to be discussing in the paper. Then you can see that my outline here talks about what is the problem. I'm going to define what scarcity is. And then, who is the problem hurting? When did it begin? Where? Why? And so I'm kind of just putting little sentences to answer these questions, and hopefully you can pull in the quotes from that worksheet that you had and put it in here to this outline, okay? And then it goes straight to the conclusion. So notice that I'm not putting in anything for solutions or anything like that. So your conclusion will refer back to your hook. It will kind of recap your main ideas. It will restate your thesis. Okay, so make sure you put it in different words. And then it's going to have a clincher, which is basically like if you could imagine yourself saying something and then mic drop, then your clincher is good. It's what you want to end with, the main kind of end punch. And then, I don't know why I did this. Let me fix this. Your paper should start on a brand new page. Okay, so you can do it just like that. So your outline should be up here, and then my outline, there's still room down here, but I'm going to put my paper on a brand new page. You can put your title again up here. You don't have to. Notice how my page numbers are changing automatically. Okay, and so this is what the full typed out paper is going to look like. So I've got my hook. Okay, and now I'm putting my hook into a full sentence, and because it's a quote, I have my citation. My bridge is 1 or 2 sentences, and then my thesis is the very last part of this introduction. Okay, I go right into my topic sentence for my first body paragraph. Okay, and I have students organize this however they want, but it's going to follow the basic format of CER. So you've got your claim and your evidence through embedded quotes, and I've got my citation, and then my reasoning and example. Okay, and so you'll notice that I might have a couple of quotes. For each piece of quote, I have a sentence or 2 of explanation. You never want to have 2 quotes in a row. Okay, and so the paper goes through the body. This will go on through explaining what the problem is, why it's a problem, how it's a problem, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then we've got our conclusion here. There we go. We're going to refer back to our hook for the first thing in our conclusion. We're going to recap our main ideas of why water scarcity is an issue. We're going to restate our thesis somewhere in our conclusion, generally down towards the bottom. And then our clincher is this idea that human beings have the right to, water. Okay? Now this part right here, you don't have to put this. This is just to show you the length of the paper. This particular paper from the conclusion right here to the top where it begins with the introduction, right here, is 843 words. That does not include your outline, and it does not include the works cited page, okay? And yours is a minimum of 650, okay? And then on a brand new page, oops, again, this is doing weird formatting things, sorry. Your last page is going to be this works cited page, okay? And so I have my title here, works cited. If you use the EasyBabe add-on, it will automatically put this title in for you. But I'm citing every article that I used within this paper, okay? Notice that I have the hanging indent, so the bottom part is indented instead of the first line, okay? And then I am alphabetizing it based on whatever this first word is. So there's no author for this particular article, so I would cite it with national. I believe that was in my introduction, okay? The idea is I should be able to go into your paper and say, okay, we have water crisis right here. Let me go down here and find where it says water crisis, okay? And so I'm matching these first words. And so you'll notice that I have several that start with water crisis. If you have articles that do that, you're just going to continue to the next different word. So this one is water crisis. This one should say water crisis hits, and that's where I would cut it off. Okay, and so that's how I would tell the difference between these two in my paper. And this one says water. Okay, so I would cite this as water, and this one would be water scarcity. I would use that whole title to show you the difference between the citations. Okay, so you can see like this one says water, but this one says water scarcity. So I know that those are different articles. Okay, so that's basically what your paper should end up looking like. It'll be a little bit shorter, again, because you don't have to hit 800 words, you have to hit 650. But you are, again, going to start it off with this MLA format up here, and then you're going to do your outline, and you're going to fill that in. You're going to use the outline to create your paper here, and you can follow the CER format for your paragraphs. That's totally fine. And then you have your intro and your conclusion down here at the bottom, and then a works cited page that should be alphabetized by whatever this first word is. Okay, so I will go ahead and post this, but please reach out again if you have any other questions on what this paper should look like.